What's up, YouTube? It's your boy T Hoop, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Elephone S8. Now, if you're new to my channel, or if you haven't watched any of my videos, you wouldn't know that a couple weeks ago, I reviewed the Honor 7X. And that was the beginning of my new series that's going to be on my channel of imported devices. So what we have here is another one. Now, you're probably saying, what in the hell is an Elephone? Well, like I said, it's an imported device from China. It's a Chinese company. Over there, it's one of the top rated phones. It's considered a low budget phone over here because they like to jack up the prices on the phones over here because they know that the consumers, including me, including all of us tech heads, are going to buy them. I.e. Samsung, LG. But a lot of us don't know, at least I didn't, how big the cell phone game really was when it comes to imports. Now, Samsung is an overseas company. LG, overseas company. One thing I can't understand is, and if you hear that noise in the background, my bad, I guess they doing some work outside. But one thing I can't understand is why the United States won't expand the cell phone, give us more options when it comes to cell phones instead of basically only Samsung and LG. I mean, those are the heavy hitters here in the United States. You would think they would expand it and allow these outside companies, these companies we've never heard of, i.e. Elephone, Huawei. It's tons of these companies from China, from overseas, that are heavy hitters over there, but not over here because they're not allowed over here. We have to import them. I'm not going to say they're not allowed, but we have to, if we want them, we have to import them. And granted, some of the phones don't have the US bands to work over here, but a lot of them do, i.e. Elephone. I get 4G LTE. It's got all the bands, works flawlessly. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start bringing in these imports. Now, I'm not going to stop buying, the Samsungs, mostly Samsung, LG. If you don't know, I'm a Samsung hothead. So I will be getting the S9 Plus. I will be getting the Note 9 when it comes out. I'm not going to stop doing that. But in between, I want to see what else is out there. I want to see what we're missing out on. I want to see how these import phones compare up. Now, I'm going ahead and tell you right now, this phone right here, and before I get into any specs, before I even turn it on and let you see how beautiful this phone is, I'm going to tell you the theme of this video right here is going to be $249. And then I'm going to let you decide for yourself. That's $249. US dollars, $249. Compare it to the Note 8, $1,000. The iPhone X, over $1,000. The S8 Plus, $899 to $899, $799. LG V30, $700 to $800. Those phones are what's released over here. You see what I'm saying? These phones that's not released, that we don't know about, considered budget phones over here. Less than $250. I can buy 3-4 of these phones as the price is what they releasing over here. With that said, I'm gonna go over the specs and let them sink in to you. I'm gonna let the specs sink in. Now this is a 6-inch display. Let me turn it on for you so you can go ahead and just look at it. I ain't even gotta say nothing. I'm gonna leave it there for a second and go over these specs. Now you gotta, well, I thought I left it on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I didn't unlock it, my bad. Now you got a 6-inch bezel-less Quad HD 2K display. Let me repeat that. 6-inch Quad HD display, 2K resolution, bezel-less. You can see for yourself. Look at the sides of the phone. The phone is practically screen. 2K display. That's 2640 by 1440 resolution. 2640 by 1440 resolution. Let that sink in for a second. You're running a Helio X25, which is a deca-core chipset. Now you're going to say, what is that? You're probably used to hearing of the Snapdragons that's in the Samsung devices. While the Helio X25 chipsets, they're not as powerful as the Snapdragons, but the Helio X series, it's the top line of the Helio devices. In layman terms, it ain't no slouch, y'all. It ain't no slouch. Just saying. You got 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. The cameras on this bad boy. Now, I got a couple questions about that. Now, I'll get into that a little bit later. But it's listed as 21 megapixels. It's a Sony camera, a Sony sensor. That's capable of 4K recording. The back camera is capable of 4K recording. The front cam is an 8 megapixel and it's located here on the bottom, which keeps it bezel-less for the most part. The battery, 4,000 milliamp battery. Let that sink in for a second. 4,000 milliamp battery. 4,000. As opposed to, I believe my Note 8 is 32 something, somewhere around that. This bad boy is 4,000 milliamps. Software is running Android 7.1.1 Nugget. Now I did read that it is due for a software update to Android Oreo 8.0. I've been checking, been hitting the update button. I think there's a way that you can side load it. I really ain't got into it. I just wait for the update, the official update. It ain't got it yet, but it is set to be released. Now, the build quality on it. Now, I'm gonna tell you, when I first got it, and I picked it up, or even before I got it and I was looking at it, you know, my bad, Group. Shout out to Group, by the way. Wanted to join me in the video today. Anyway, when I first got it, I thought it was a metal device. I thought it was metal. Let me get the wipe down for you. Let me wipe it down. Now, one thing I can tell you, it is a fingerprint magnet. It gets your fingerprints, but it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And if you don't know, my favorite color is red, and I jumped on it. Now, it looks like it's metal. It's not metal. It is a plastic material, but it is sturdy. I was rocking it with no screen protector. Actually, I'm not screen protector. Case, which they did provide a case, little TPU case. No scratches. Let me wipe it down again. See, it gets fingerprints, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. No scratches. And it mimics metal. On the bottom here, you got your camera grills. Is one, I'm not camera grill. Listen to me, boy. You got the speaker grills down there at the bottom. Now, check this out. Single speaker, but check this out. $249. USB-C charging port. Let that sink in. Anywho, you got your antenna bands there. A little bit of branding, Elephone branding. That's their logo right there. There's the camera on the back. The camera does lift up a little bit on the back. Not that big of a deal. I've seen worse. Dual flash. SIM tray. Power button there. Volume up and down. Buttons. Clicky. It's not a cheap made phone, y'all. No, a lot of you may think, well, if it's under 500, it must be cheap. Nope. Not even. Not even. Quality made device. And I'm going to say it again. $249. Look at that display, y'all. I mean, the camera, this video can't do it no justice. And I have it turned down, not to blind you guys. Let me see. Look at that. I got it turned down and it's still, the colors pop. I'll turn it up to see if you can, look at there. Viewing angles on it, absolutely amazing. Look at those colors, y'all. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. It's snappy. I had no hiccups. Look at there. It's I'm gonna say it again, y'all. $249. Now, of course, you're going to have your drawbacks. You know what I'm saying? $249 device. There's no wireless charging, which, so what? I really don't care about. It is not, I don't believe there's no IP rating on it, so it's not waterproof. Who the hell is going to duck their phone in the water anyway? It's never happened to me. I don't go swimming with my device. Who cares? I do get 4G LTE on T-Mobile's network. The call quality on this device is amazing. Had no drop calls. I mean, I don't understand how this phone can be so inexpensive, but absolutely flagship quality, flagship specs for fractions of the cost of what we spend here. Now, one thing, there are some things I don't like about it. One of them being there's no notification LED. Not the biggest, and not the biggest thing in the world. But I've gotten used to my Samsungs and the LGs, my OnePluses, my Essential phones. I've gotten used to when I get a notification, I can just look at the phone and it's there. Not here. Now, one of the things I don't get though is, here, let me show you. Let me double into the settings and we can go over the settings. But it does say, and I've tried to look it up, but I haven't gotten a clear answer. Maybe y'all can help me out and, fill me in. But in the settings here, it says something about always on display. Let's go here. See there? Always on display. Now, it says some system information will always be shown in suspend mode. So if you turn this on, turn it off, there's nothing there. Nothing comes up. Let me wipe it down a little bit. Now, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Like I said, if you can comment down below and let me know if I'm doing something wrong. But I couldn't get it to come on. Excuse me. Maybe I was doing something wrong, but I couldn't get it to come on. That's all right. We'll figure it out. But going back into settings, there is, you got gestures, got jump the camera. That's basically press the power button. You press the power button and it takes you in the camera. Shout out to group. And while we're on the camera subject, camera takes some pretty good pictures. I can't complain. The only thing I'm going to complain about is it takes forever to focus. Let me see if I can see if we can. It takes forever to focus, and then sometimes when you take you see there. Look at there. That's another. There's a little glitch now. There's always, see how long it took for the camera to come on? Again, this is a $249 phone. You got $1,000 phones, they glitch. So not that big of a deal, except if you're trying to get that world star moment and pull out the phone and, you didn't missed it because the camera didn't turn on. But back to the focusing part. Let me see if I can. You see if we can focus on group. Go away. See there? Go away. See, it's hard to do behind the camera, but it takes a minute to focus. See? It takes a while to focus. And then sometime when you take a picture, and see if it'll do it now. See there? It's just slow. It's slow. Now, I did read that they're going to send out an update that's going to fix that issue. It's nothing to keep you from getting the phone. At least not me. Not that big of a deal. Has a fingerprint scanner on the back. Now, there are no onboard, there's no buttons down here at the bottom. So the fingerprint scanner there is a fingerprint scanner. It's also a back button and a home button. Now to get to, let's go here. Let's see. To get back to where you're going, see, that went back to the screen I was at. Not my home screen, back to the screen. It's one tap. Say you're there. Oh, you know what? I'll be able to show it better. Let's see. Let's go to Google. And let's go into here. Now, if you want to go back to the last screen you was at, you just tap that. And it takes you to the last page you were at. If you want to go home, straight from there, double tap. It takes you straight home. See that? Now to get to your clear all, just push and hold. Push and hold. Then you can just hit the clear all button. Boom, all gone. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. That's a good touch. Also, let's look. I'm gonna clear this off. The screen on this, I can't say enough about the screen. I mean, I think that's what makes this phone. That's what makes this phone. I mean, just the screen alone makes this phone worth what they're asking for. $249. If you don't believe me, we're going to take a look. Sorry, y'all. Trying to do this behind the camera ain't the easiest thing. But let's go to, there we go. Let's look at this video right here. And also you can hear the speaker. Ain't the loudest speaker in the world, but again, $249. Let's turn up some volume. Look at this, y'all. Look at the screen. Let's take a minute and look at that. Look at the clarity. The colors pop. Now, this is not a 4K resolution screen. It's a 2K, but you can still get the idea. Look at that. It's freaking amazing, y'all. At least it is to me. Look at that. Let's skip down a little bit. Look at that, y'all. I mean, you just can't. I'm gonna say it again, y'all. $249. Amazing. If you're looking for a device and you don't want to spend $1,000, you're looking for top of the line specs, do a little bit of research, I'm telling you, because these phones that's not getting released over here that you have to import are freaking amazing devices for fractions of the cost. $249. All right, y'all. This video got long. Stay tuned to more of my videos. I'm going to be bringing more in some more imports. I'm excited. I will, but like I said, I will be bringing in the S9. I got about a month or so for that. Until then, I'm going to bring in some more imports, and we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to learn together about the import game. It's your boy T Hoop. If you like this video, please comment. Please tell me if you're going to be brave enough to dabble in the import. It's not that hard. Just do a little bit of research. Gearbest.com. They That's where I get them from. Do a little bit of research. Make sure the bands make it work here or allow it to work here. Whether it's 4G, don't even have to be LTE. At least 3G. Me, myself, I got to have 4G LTE, so I do the research and I make sure it's going to work over here. It's not that difficult. YouTube, Google, it works. Anywho, comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe. All right, y'all. Till the next time. Peace. Tell Group. I am Group.